Hello my divine kings and queens. I am back to do another video. And today we're going to be talking about God's sweet escape for you. God is planning a way out of your current situation right now, and whatever it is that you're going through, God is planning a sweet escape for you because of who you are, who you're slated to be, and what you're slated to achieve in your life. Today we talking, but I don't want to trigger anyone with this message. I merely want to just make you guys aware as to what it is that you're dealing with. And see, a lot of what you've been dealing with is people who have gone up against you and placed obstacles. You know, you shocked a lot of people with your strength, just first and foremost. You shock people with your strength. You shock people with your work ethic. You shock people with your creativity. You shock people in a manner that you're able to move forward, in which they know that if they was in your shoes and had to go through what you had to go through, they wouldn't have got out the same way that you did. Yet, instead of leaving you to be on this journey, leaving you to accomplish the things that God said that you would accomplish, these people have taken it personal. What they've seen you step into, they've taken it personal of what they've seen your future looking like. They've taken it personal just of who you are as a person, because these people don't embody the same characteristics or morals or mindset as you. And the thing is, these people have done the utmost things to really go up against you. And in this season, at this point, the damage has already been done. That's why I feel a lot of people probably ain't even gonna try to make their way back to you, but some people are, because some people want to know what's going on, what's currently going on, when something is going to change for you, if something is going to change for you. You know, these people are very engulfed into your life, and it's to the point it's borderline obsession. You understand me what I'm saying? These people have become obsessed with destroying you, with ruining you, setting you back in life, mocking you, joking you, talking about you, yet they sit up here and act like they don't have a life of their own. And I'm telling you, it's because people are looking at how, imagine 10, 15 years go by and all the person ever been able to show is that they are top tier grade A hater. That's their life's work. Talking bad about you. You know, having this misperception of you, wanting other people to perceive you in a bad way. You understand what I'm saying? The damage has already been done because people have done the most and speaking against you, going up against you, trying to silence you. You understand what I'm saying? Wanting to keep you at the lowest of low. I do not understand. I will never understand. But what you need to understand is God is planning a sweet escape for you. And this is the season that not only is God pushing you forward in life, because that's you're meant to move forward. You're not meant to be stagnant. These people think that they're the God. They think that they are your ruler. They are the author, the creator, your God. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what God has in store for you. I can block it. I can stop it. I can place obstacles and stumbling blocks before your path. Sad part about it is these are people close to you. You would think that, okay, you don't like me. That's cool. I never said you had to like me. God never said you had to like me. You know what I'm saying? But all this, I don't like you, I gotta block you. Because you chose freedom, I gotta stop you. Because you cut off communication, I gotta ruin you. Because you think that you better, I'm gonna stop this and block this for you. I'm telling you, this is gonna be the year that not only God is gonna push you forward and move you forward in your life, it's also gonna be the year that a lot of people are gonna realize that either you give this up indefinitely and permanently, or I'm telling you, it's already happening. It's already happening. People not going to be able to escape what's coming their way, because you couldn't escape what people was trying to do to you. They were relentless. They were invested. They was overly invested in ruining you, destroying you, send people to take from you, hack you, lie on you, fraud you. I'm telling you, if you guys have been defrauded in any way, if you've been defamed in any way, if you've been discriminated on against in any way, I'm telling you, whether in your family, ex-friends, ex-lovers, this is going to be the year that I told y'all, I think I did a short on it. You'll see their demise before they see yours. And it's not that we wish it. It's not that we prayed for it. It's not that we even wanted it. They would not leave you alone. They would not stop. My God. They would not stop. They kept trying to figure out. They kept trying to send people. They wanted to ask. They would not stop. I'm telling you, you know, for those of you who watch me, you know, everybody got different belief systems who watch me. I'm going to tell you something. You could drop it in the comment section below. There's no other way that you can slice and dice what's evil, miserable, spiteful, hateful, and vengeful. I'm so sorry. I don't care what religion you believe in. I don't care who you are, what God you serve. Evil is evil. Miserable is miserable. You understand what I'm saying? And misery love company. But let me tell you something. At the end of the day, these people are not your God. They're not the author and the ruler and the creator of your life. What's slated for you will always be for you. And it's the sad part about it is, this is my whole thing about it. They'll sit up here and say that you a bum, say that you don't do this, laugh and mock you and say you ain't got this. They're trying to test you like you some lab rat. Instead of just leaving you alone to accomplish what you're going to accomplish, it's like people know you have the stamina and the ability to go about creating things in your life. So what do? They have to go ahead and block off opportunities for you, block people from working with you, doing all these things so they can sit back and say, you see, I told you that I doubted them, and look why I doubted them, because they ain't be nothing in their life. They ain't do this. They ain't go here. They ain't do that. But meantime, in between time, people ain't never spoke highly of you, ain't never spoke life over you. They spoke curses over your life. Family getting you involved in soul contracts. And what I mean by soul contracts, what I mean is people have been docking on you. People have been really going the distance in the mile to ensure that you would not be nothing in your life. Oh God. I really didn't want this to be no triggering message, but like I said, I have to tell the truth. If they've been hating on you since you was a child, you really think that they sit up here and had any remorse and regret for what they was doing to you? People were laughing at you, laughing at how other people was treating you, dumping you, you know, not valuing you. They was going out defaming you with other people, talking about you, laughing at you. It's like 10, 15 years, people been calling you a hoe. People been calling you a felon. People been saying that you a bum. People been saying you stupid. You ain't the one that need to be giving advice. Don't nobody need to be listening to you. You a failure. You're this, you're that. 10, 15 years. But in them 10, 15 years, you took everything that people said about you. You took all the bad mouthing. You took the betrayals. You took all of that. The ridicule. You took all of that. People thought you was gonna sit up here and self-destruct, but every time you kept recreating yourself, you kept rebranding yourself, you kept building yourself up. And it's like, instead of them moving forward, they kept circling the block just to see what your success and what your progress looked like. And every time they kept circling the block was every time they kept seeing you ain't dead yet. You ain't suffering. You not stopped. You not blocked. Who the hell would want that for another human being? Something is very sick, evil, and diabolical about these people and what they wanted for your life. All because you chose freedom? All because you wanted a new cycle, a new phase, and a new life for yourself? You ain't never, ever have no hate or animosity for nobody. If you cut them off, they deserve to be cut off. They was listening to other people about you, treated you a certain way. They deserve to be cut off. They was sitting up here talking about you. Half of these people even claim you as their family. It ain't like they was sitting up here proud of you saying, yeah, that's my cousin. Yeah, that's my niece. Yeah, that's my son. Yeah, that's my daughter. Yeah, that's my brother. Yeah, that's my sister. Nobody even probably knew that you was even connected to these people. You feel what I'm saying? If you wasn't being shown, if you wasn't showing up to family events, family functions, or whatever the case may be, you feel what I'm saying? Nobody would know that you related to these people because how bad they talked about you, how they tried to disassociate themselves from you. But they so engulfed in your life behind the scenes and trying to ruin you and block and stop things off for you. Why do you think a person would do that? Do you think a person would do that for somebody of whom is not slated to accomplish nothing in their life? They doubted you before they even knew who you was. Then when you started stepping into what God told you to step into, moving where God told you to move, doing what God told you to do, now at this point, now it's not an admiration, it's not no accolades, it's animosity. And that animosity turned into jealousy and hatred and envy. And it caused people, like I said, get you involved up in soul contracts to where people was sending some real strong, I want to bring awareness to it. I'm going to speak about it on here. If you don't like hearing about it, you can go somewhere else. You understand what I'm saying? If you think voodoo don't exist, if you ain't got voodoo doctors and voodoo priests and spiritual practitioners that do evil, you're out your mind. And you're delusional, and you're in denial, and you're living in a fairy world. And absolutely, you best believe you got people who will practice it or go to people and pay people to sit up here and cause restrictions on your life. That's what they were doing. And they started since you was a child. So if they started since you was a child, what do you think that means? That means they was looking into your life way back when. And sat up here and was overseeing. Why you think they was so engulfed and invested in ruining you? It's never been that serious. Whether these are family members, whether these are exes or these are ex-friends, why do you think that they were so overly invested into defaming someone who ain't never defamed you? You ain't never moved the way that these people move towards you. You ain't never had that evil and that hatred in your heart towards these people. And I want you to understand something. I want you to believe it, and I want you to receive it, and I want you to hold on to it to the rest of your days. Just because you are a good person does not mean people have to be good to you. But let me tell you something. That does not mean that you stop being a good person. That does not mean that you stop being a humble person. That does not mean that you stop being a loving and a caring person, because just as sure as you are that way, there's other people in the world that's that way too. And they're probably going through the same thing you're going through, if not worse. To put restrictions over your life is about the damn theirs. And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb Feast This White Snow. They should have left you alone. They should have left well enough alone, but they couldn't do that. They couldn't do that. They could not stand. It's like they up here and they saw you kept climbing and climbing. And if these are people who got more than you and got foundations and businesses and all this kind of stuff, watch it crumble. Because see, they don't know what to do with it. You up here, why are you focused and worried about someone who is down here and who's beneath you? Anyone of whom you deem is beneath you and not even worth, baby, you're not even worth the breath for me to even speak your name out my mouth, like for real. So they're going to let you know and show you right then and there something is mental about these people. If you so much of what they said that you are, why are they wasting time trying to find out where you are, who you with, what you doing? If you block, if you stop, if the witchcraft working, if you've lost everything. I'm trying to tell you something. God is planning a sweet escape for you. 10, 15 years, people been out here calling you names. You gonna tell me in them 10, 15 years that they done sat up here and been talking about you, putting you down in front of other people. You understand what I'm saying? Other people who ain't their family, other people who ain't their kids. I mean, really, I feel so bad for people like us that's been born into situations that we had no control over. I mean, we really been born into families that just were not right. We've been invested and co-created with people and with lovers and spouses who were not right for us. And they're out here draining us, ruining us, talking bad about us. And it's like they have the power to manipulate other people. But you see why I say I don't just fault the people who are sitting up here spreading the lies, because the lies spread like wildflower. By the time you look up, you wake up, you can't take them lies and take your name out of everybody's mouth. That's why I tell you the damage has been done. But they will suffer and pay for that. Because when you could have kept your mouth shut or talked about anybody else, put that energy towards someone who's giving that to you. Why are you putting that energy towards someone who is not giving it to you? Oh my Lord, man. I'm telling you, you know, it's a reason why you went through that. And I know a lot of y'all, like I said, I level set with y'all, not to trigger you. I level set with you because I understand what you're going through. You ask yourself all the time, what did I do to be born into a family like this? I feel like I should not have been in a situation like this. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve to be around people who don't know themselves. And because they don't know themselves, any little thing that I do, I'm making them feel small. So now they got to sit up here and block me and stop me or try to emulate it and copy it. Let me tell you something. Everybody who admires you is not trying to be like you. But you got some people who admire you, you know, and then they'll hate you. Because, see, that admiration turns into seeing who you are, the anointing, your light. You know what I'm saying? They hear how you talk, your creativity. They see how you spit stuff. They see how you create stuff. They see how you can start just creating. Like, you could take nothing, have nothing, and build something out of it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, really, and see, the time is going to come where these people are going to be forced to stop so that you can do everything that you're slated to do. You can start moving towards your dreams, your goals, and your aspirations. These people have been trying to create, not trying, have created distance between you, your goals, your aspirations, and your dreams because they know that you can get there. But this is my thing. That same drive and stamina and ambition and creativity that you have to push yourself towards your goals and your dreams and your admirations and whatever it is that you want to accomplish, why don't they try to find that within themselves so that they can build a foundation for themselves in their life? This is why I tell you, I really hate to say it, but I don't have any other explanation for it but mental insanity. They don't have to come for you in the manner that they've been coming for you, but they're going to do it. And then they don't have no remorse for it. And then they don't have no intentions of stopping. So this last time that they did what they did, I'm telling you, this is going to be the year and it's going to be the season that you're going to start seeing people's demise. I know that you've heard it. I know that you're growing weary. I know that you sat up here and you prayed and you prayed and you prayed and you begged God to never allow these people to have any more access to you, to do anything towards you. But let me tell you something. If in fact it's happening, right? If in fact it's happening, you know, to you, and these people are doing the things that they're doing towards you, it's for a reason. You hear me what I'm saying? It's for a reason. And I don't want you to sit up here and be burdened and downtrodden because these people doubt you, they hate you, and they want to set you back and they want to ruin you. If they're going to allow the devil to use them in this season, and they signed up to be a grade A top tier hater and enemy in your life, and destiny blocker, and blessing blocker, let God intervene on your behalf and see what he do. Because, see, I keep telling you all the time, when people come for you, they ain't just messing up your timeline. You could care less. That's why you getting it. That's why you stated to get this stuff, because you could care less for the money. You could care less for the fame. You've done without it. All you want was real around you. All you wanted was your stability, your happiness, and peace around you. And they can't even let you have that. I don't even understand what is the purpose in wanting to send chaos your way. What did you do? I can guarantee you, whatever these people said you've done, it's a lie. It's a lie. And no matter what you've done, nobody deserves this level of scrutiny, of gain stalking, of frauding, of lying, of all these different things, abuse. What did you do to deserve that? You're going to tell me that all of this has been happening in your life because people hate you that bad? People can't stand to see you in your glory and your victory? You didn't do nothing to nobody. Even when you stepped into it, this is my whole thing. You can move forward in your life. And to all the people who betrayed you, all the people who lied on you, all the people who chose over you, believed lies over you, you didn't have no hate or no malice or ill intent in your heart. You wasn't even focused on these people. You moved forward. So why can't they do the same? And you didn't just move forward and, you know, I hate this person. I'm finna go here and do this. I'm finna watch this person for this. No, you moved forward and you focused on who? On you. Something is wrong. But I'm telling you, in this cycle and in this season, whatever it is that you went through, for it to resurface and happen in the manner that it did, it just go to show you how far people will go to ruin you. To be in your life, be in your business, And you got to ask yourself, who would go that far and go the mile and go the distance to do that? You can't possibly say you're doing this in the name of love. You're doing this because people want control over you. And they want control over you not because it's like, oh, they want a complete, utter control so they can block off your spiritual path, block you up from receiving what God... Because I'm going to tell you something. When you have people like that in your energy, when you have people like that around you, sucking off of you, you understand what I'm saying? You know, you can't really move forward in your life because you're around people who want to keep you stuck and held back. And you're trying to move forward. $10-15 years, it's like people been having your name in their mouth and it ain't been nothing good. But in them 10-15 years, they sat back and was talking and doubting and mocking. In them 10-15 years, you was revamping, rebuilding, restructuring your life so that you can grow, so that you can evolve. Do you understand me what I'm saying? 10-15 years, what these people been doing? Why do you think they so overly invested and been watching you? 10-15 years, they've been talking nothing but crap about you. I ain't got no reason, I'm gonna find a reason. They ain't got nothing bad for you to pull, no dirt. We'll create some. I'ma find a reason. I'ma find a reason not to like. I'ma find some dirt. You deserve that? I'm sorry. Let's talk about it. Did you really deserve that? I don't care if you was in and out of jail, in the penitentiary. I don't care if you did do what you did out there in the streets. Did you deserve to be pushed to the side? They did it on purpose. See, people ain't dumb, and you ain't dumb. If a person I keep telling you, if a person, you all these things that people say you are, why have they been doing things to block you off and ruin you? If you so beneath them, why waste time watching you, studying you, hating you, want to block off success and happiness and put restrictions on your life? And furthermore, if you're so beneath people, why are they talking about you? I want to talk about it. Tell me in the comment section why you feel they kept having your name in their mouth if you so beneath people. You not beneath people. You are slated for greatness. You cut from a different cloth than these people. They know that. They feel that. They sense that. And instead of embracing you for that, they did the absolute most to make you feel so bad about yourself. Because to ruin your self-esteem and your confidence, it would get you to forfeit your destiny. Do you understand what I'm saying? In your destiny, whatever it may be. People wanted you to forfeit that. I tell you, 10-15 years that they've been talking about you. You the felon. You the whatever. You the liar. You the manipulator. You the evil person. You ain't got no sense. You understand what I'm saying? For 10-15 years, people been doing that. But in 10-15 years, they kept seeing you grow from the dirt that they was throwing on your name. In 10-15 years, they kept seeing you rise above the challenges that they was setting out for you. 10-15 years, they kept seeing you heal from the people that half of them probably had a hand in sending your way. They kept seeing how you kept healing, how you kept overcoming, how you kept creating new cycles and situations for yourself, how people love you, how people admire you because, my God, you are a lovable, good person. Who the hell would sit back and be so jealous and spiteful and hateful of somebody loving you when you go around and you spread love? So you're not supposed to receive it back? You go around and you give to people. So you're not supposed to receive anything good back? These people are bitter, they're miserable, and they're evil. There's no other explanation for targeting someone like you and putting you through everything that they put you through. Not even understanding everything that you've gone through. And just saying, you know what? Let me just acknowledge there's something wrong with me and let me go heal myself over here, man. They ain't gonna do that. They're not gonna acknowledge you. They ain't never gonna acknowledge you, but you didn't care. My whole thing is, though, 10-15 years that they had to see you grow, now that becomes a problem, so let's solve them. Take it up with God. See, people want to have you lose your faith. They think, I take everything from you and I come in, you got to acknowledge me. Now I got complete utter control over you. That will never happen. Not today, Satan. You ain't the type to accept defeat. You ain't the type to sit up here and hearken and bow down to people, because you prayed to God to give you your independence. You prayed for that because you know how people move when you got to depend on them, when you got to ask them for a favor. You know how shiesty people be. How you give. They take. But when it's time to ask for one favor, they act like they can't do it, like they ain't got it. You move a certain way, the way that you move, because of what you done been through. Like I said, 10, 15 years, people are waking up and they're realizing their whole life's mission and life's work has been nothing but a defeat and a loss and a waste of time trying to comfort you when you ain't sinned for nobody. That was the problem right there. They should have left you the hell alone. They should have just say, okay, well, they want to move here, they gonna move here. If they gonna do this, they gonna do this. They wanted to sign up to stop it, to ruin it, to block it, to put restrictions on it. Some been doing this for years. Some just started and signed up to be your enemy. Some been sent to you. But whatever the case may be, they know what time it is. They know that mess was foul. And ain't no way they think that they could do something like that and not have no remorse or no guilt or no shame for it, and not think of what the consequences and the repercussions are going to be. Do you understand what I'm saying? But 10, 15 years, it was no problem them talking about you when you wasn't on the up and up. But then as soon as you take everything that's been, coming your way, now it becomes a problem. It becomes a problem because people never expected you to rise to the challenge. People never expected you to really overcome the challenges and the obstacles that was placed before you. They really underestimated you and doubted you. And it's a trigger warning, because it's a lot of them were close to you. And I'm not just saying family. These were exes. Exes close to you, right? You lay up with exes. You co-create with your exes. You tell them your business stuff. Some of these was exes. Some of these was ex-friends. Whatever the reason they had to doubt you and to look down upon you, which I feel they really didn't have a reason. When people just feel like they better, that's how they act. They snobbish. They arrogant. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what they do. But my whole thing is, they should have left you alone and left you out of it. If you are all these things that they said you are, leave you over here to be that. Why do they keep watching you? Why do they keep trying to go to people and read into your life and stop and block things for you? Something is wrong. And I'm telling you, since they didn't know how to stop and leave that mess alone, watch what start happening in their life. Watch what start happening in their life. As far as you're concerned, God is planning an escape for you. Your prayers have been answered. Your cries and your mourning did not go unseen and unheard. That man know you tired. You understand what I'm saying? For someone to just say, forget about the people who talked about you and forget about, I'm never going to say that. You forgive, but you don't never forget. Because some people don't know what you done been through. Maybe you ain't never been attacked the way I've been attacked. Maybe you ain't never been lied on the way I've been lied on. Maybe you ain't never been doubted and ridiculed and betrayed and bullied the way that I have. But that does something to a person's spirit when you know that you ain't do nothing to deserve that. That it messes with your psyche, because you like, what energy or mindset a person have to be in. But when you take a step back and you look at everything that's going on in the world, people killing their kids. You understand what I'm saying? How family could be so low down to steal from you, want to take, inheritances from you. You understand what I'm saying? Not wanting you to inherit anything good for your life. These people want you down so bad as if you're not a human being. What you are is competition. You are a person who has a destiny that's better than theirs. You are a person who's slated for greatness, and they just don't believe in themselves, so they don't want you to believe in yourself. You understand what I'm saying? You are a person who knows how to go about and move a certain way in life that works for you. It benefits you. You understand what I'm saying? That's how they see you, and they hate that. They don't see you as a human being, that the person behind what it is that you're accomplishing, the person behind the goals. They don't say, okay, well, this person put in work for that. They thought about that on their own. No, it's like, who are you? You don't even know how to start a business. You don't know what to do with a business, but then you create the business. Get your LLC. You start doing what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you start. You do what it is that you have to do. After them telling you that you don't know how to start a business. What you gonna take that job for? You gonna lose it just as quick as you get it. You ain't gonna get the job. You ain't gonna move forward in the interview. Then you get past the interview, you get the job. Now, you still got the job, but you know well, you know that I told you when you got it, I told you it was gonna go through. Okay, everybody goes through issues. Everybody goes through. Nothing is smooth. I'm telling you, man, these type of people you was around. I can't have no small TV. Everything I got to do, it got to be big. You know what I'm saying? They come into your house, they see you got a 60-inch. And they say, oh, I can't have no small TV. A 60-inch is a small TV? Then you go up in their house, you see they ain't got no TV. Do you hear me what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say? I ain't trying to mock nobody, I ain't trying to joke nobody. I don't know if that's your situation. I'm just trying to shoot examples out there. Oh, you know, I couldn't be a person out here, you know, now moving like that. I got to get around. I got to move. Meanwhile, in between time, they struggling to keep up with their bills. All your bills paid, and you got savings, because you know what you saving for. If that's not on your radar, to get that house or to get that car or to get that them glasses or to get that name brand, you don't have to get it. But that don't mean it's like these people coming for you for things that you have, things that they feel like you should have if you live in a certain life that you say that you live in. But at the same time, it's like, why are you so engulfed and nosy about somebody else's life when you got your own? Oh, see, I couldn't move like that. See, I'm too smart for that. I'm too G for that. That's lame. That's goofy. Meanwhile, in between time, you don't even know what issues they going through in their relationship and their marriage, and they talking about yours. Talking about you. Something's wrong. But we ain't finna get into it. I'm not gonna keep coming down on the people who came up against you. That I think they know that something's wrong with them. They don't care. They want what they want. And see, a lot of people mad because you didn't go back. A lot of people mad because you cut off communication. A lot of people mad because they want control over you for the wrong reasons. If they can't be up in your life, didn't I tell you a long time ago, they're going to ensure that you don't have nothing in your life. How long do they think they're going to sit up here and keep blocking things off for you and standing in the middle of what it is that you're supposed to be doing before God completely swipe all of them away? They only been getting away with it for as long as they have, because what does God say? I give you time to turn from your wicked ways. These people, and he's seeing it, they're not willing to turn from their wicked ways because they get fulfillment and joy and pleasure out of seeing you being delayed, being stopped, being blocked, being abused. You got to be some kind of sick and evil for you to want that for somebody who would never want and wish that upon you. All because you chose freedom. All because you cut communication. All because, my God, you can't live your life. You can't live your life. Something gonna happen. It's gonna shake. Watch it. And it's in that moment that they're gonna see that either you call the truce or just count down your days. Because I'm telling you, they gonna stop and they're gonna end it, or things are gonna start ending in their life where they ain't got time to be focusing on you. Because God is moving you forward. God is planning a sweet escape for you. And you are going to get to where you need to be. You're going to achieve everything that you need to achieve. It's not over for you. It's never over for you. He didn't bring you this far for people to set you back. He didn't bring you this far to leave you here. He didn't bring you this far to turn his back on you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you know what you know, don't grow weary. Shake that energy up off of you and know that you're never alone. God sit high and look low. You got people fighting for you. You got people in your corner. Everybody ain't sitting up here in that energy wanting to see you defeated and wanting to see you ruined. It's people who feel like you make them feel small with the things that you're doing out here and the things that you're accomplishing. And whose fault is that? You woke up and you said that this is what you wanted to do. You ain't do it trying to be in competition with nobody. These people in a one-sided competition with you. And I don't even understand why they choosing you to be in a one-sided competition with. It's so many other things that they could be doing. So many other people that they can be comparing their life to and saying, you know what, let me set goals, these goals, because I see that, you know, this person out here wrote this book or this, that, and the third. Why are they choosing you to be in a one-sided competition? Why are they choosing you to want to see you being ruined and want to see you be broke and depleted and set back? Oh my God, please tell me that these ain't people, and please don't tell me these are holier than thou people that feel like you shouldn't be speaking what you speaking and doing what you're doing. Again, these people are not the God, author, ruler, and controller of your life. God is, not these people. And they're about to see that. Some people ain't gonna realize that they should have never made you their enemy until they in a position that they don't know how to get up out of because of everything that they've done. You don't mess with that kind of stuff. And I'm not saying that everybody out here doing voodoo and witchcraft, but for the majority of these people, they've been placing restrictions on your life and paying people. Some have been doing it themselves. They don't want to see you be happy. They don't want to see you be successful. And I don't even understand what it is that you've done for somebody not to want that for you. They can't stand to see it or something. Whatever it is. And I'm really don't want to say it, but if people don't know what to do with their life and they're just so angry and bitter and upset and miserable with their life, then you know what? They don't deserve life. Because see, if you're that consumed and engulfed with this person shouldn't have happiness and success because I don't have it, or this person can have happiness and success because I'm not with them, or if this person shouldn't have happiness and success because they cut me off and they done not talking to me, or if this person shouldn't have happiness and success because I have it and I don't want them to be on my level. Again, all of it is wrong. It's the wrong mindset to have, the wrong energy, the wrong spirit to be in. Touch not my anointing and bring no harm to my prophets. They're going to wish that they didn't call God's bluff in this season and this year. Mark my words. This going to be the one that's going to drive out probably a year from now. Y'all going to look back over this and be like, wow, Victoria called that mess out, man. And psh. This going to be one of them timeless messages. Because you're going to start seeing people be offed one by one in some type of way, manner, or capacity. Either with their money, their career, their finances, or with their life. They should have left you alone. You didn't wish that upon nobody. But they would not leave you alone. They would not stop. They like, I know voodoo. I know I got money. I'm going to stop you. I'm intimidated of you. I don't like what you're saying. You're speaking the truth. I don't like that. You're spreading love and light to people. You're inspired. I don't like that. How do you keep coming up out of poverty? I've sent you poverty spells. I've sent you suicidal spells. I've sent you love spells to get people to leave you. This all kinds of spells I done sent your way. What's wrong? Why won't you just break? Why won't you just stop? Why won't you just be down? Like I say, it come a time where as much as God want to spare people, he can't keep letting his people be persecuted for a purpose that you have been slated to have at birth. Like, this is your purpose. This is your birthright. He can't keep. It's gonna come a time, like I tell you, God is truly gonna have to intervene on your behalf, and it's not gonna be enough. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be enough for him to get you to where you need to be, and these people keep watching and doing things and following you cycle after cycle, looking into your life. They're not gonna stop. I'm gonna just tell you this. I'm not saying that to discourage you. I'm just saying, for some of you, not all of you, some of whatever it is that these people seen you having, that they said, I don't want you to have it, or I'm jealous that you having it. Half of the reason that's why people emulating you, because they feel like, if I do some of the same things that they doing, maybe I have the same destiny. They spiritually equipped, but they're behind times as far as how they look at things and view things. That's all what I'm gonna say. Can't nobody take from you the experiences that you've gone through. So the experiences that you are going through, because God chose you at birth, was something that you were supposed to go through. You're supposed to see all these from all these different groupings and categories that you place these people. It was meant for you to experience them and come across these people because you learned a lesson from it. So it's like somebody coming on board and saying, you talking about and going around and saying how God delivered you from homelessness, or how God brought you up out of poverty, or how God took you out of a domestic violence situation, or how God, blessed you and your kids, to be in a stable home, whatever the case may be. It's like you saying all these different things, and then the person coming on board and saying, well, I ain't been homeless, but I want that level of success that I see them having now. I ain't never been in no situation like them, but I want to be admired how they admired. I want to make the type of money that they making. I ain't got nothing much more to say about these people. I think a lot of them should be ashamed of themselves. And I think some of them are. Not all of them, but I think some of them are. Because they're looking at themselves and what they participated in, and they're looking and they're saying, what was the whole purpose of doing this? We could have been out here focused on building our skill sets, starting our new jobs, getting home, starting families, yet we sitting up here and keep focused on one person or whoever you are, your life, what you're doing, and they keep trying to stand in the middle in the way of that. And they're playing fake. They're playing fake in your face. For a lot of you already know the family members that's fake. That's why you ain't talking to them. Like, ain't nobody finna sit up here and forget what people done went out here and said about you. The damage is done. But you still yet try to be the bigger person. But if you want to move forward and not talk to somebody, you don't owe anybody no explanation for that. Because ain't nobody owed you an explanation for who's going up here trashing your name, not liking you, hating you, making you feel a certain kind of way when you come around. So they could miss you with all that, but God is planning a sweet escape for you. That's what you need to know. That's what you need to be looking forward to. That's what you need to be holding on to. You understand what I'm saying? It don't matter how hard it get. Keep your faith. Keep your hell high, and never let nobody see you sweat. You understand what I'm saying? Because the going is going to get rough. It's going to get tough. Nobody said that this journey was going to be easy, but in the end, it's well worth it. Like I said, 10 years, people probably robbed and deprived you of by putting restrictions over your life. That's 10, 20 years that God going to make that up for you. And that's probably going to be 10, 20 years that they're going to suffer. Everything has a cause and effect. Don't think because you've been getting away with something for 5 years, 10 years, that mess don't come back on you. Especially people been working on you and spiritually attacking you since you was a child. That's 10 years that they show God they don't care about them, they don't believe in them, and they're not going to stop what they're doing. Jealousy will be the ruin and demise of these people, and you're going to see it because it ain't never been that serious. You could have went somewhere, you could have healed. You could have looked in the mirror and loved what you saw and spoke life into yourself. You didn't want to do that. So since you chose the path that you wanted to be on, and you was gung-ho and hell-bent, you deserve everything that's coming your way, sir, ma'am. Whoever you are, wherever you may be, on the world, in the world, wherever you at, just be prepared and count down. And I tell you, this is going to be a timeless message. Not only is my kings and queens, my prince and princesses going to look back on this message, your enemies are too. I'm telling you, because it's going to happen. Mark my words, it's going to happen. Because you were innocent, you were unaware, you weren't in the knowing. But everybody else knew but you and wanted to play. So let people play, let people be immature, let people be evil. I tell you, let people do whatever they feel like they big and bad enough to do. Because when God step in, I really don't even understand why they chose to even keep this mess up when they keep seeing how God keep pulling you out. It's like they don't care. They just want to keep setting you back. And enough is going to be enough of that. Because it ain't going to be no more setting back. Ain't going to be no more wishing bad upon you. Because whatever they've been wishing upon you, it's going to be happening in them. People are realizing I can't go and cash in 10, 15 years that I've been a top tier grade A hater. I can't go cash that in and make my life the way that I want it to be. But this person who I went and did the most against, said the most, keeps recreating themselves, keep rebranding themselves, keep building themselves back up. And all I got to show for it is 10, 15 years that I've been talking bad on their name. That I've been, restricting them, blocking them, hating them for no apparent reason. People just do this because they see something in you that they don't see in themselves. And instead of trying to nurture it and help it grow, they want to kill it. So because they took that route, You just got to wash your hands and leave it up to God. Whatever it is, punishment that he decides upon these people, like I said. I wish people would have stopped, man, because I swear to God, what's about to come down the pipeline, it ain't finna look good for people. And I swear on everything I love, if people think, I don't wish bad upon nobody. I move forward. I don't watch nobody from the past. I move forward. I don't talk about nobody from the past. I move forward. This is sick. This is sick. I'm telling you right now, it's sick, it's weird, it's diabolical, and it needs to end. So people don't want to end and stop it willingly, they're gonna be forced. They're gonna be forced. You deserve to live your life and move forward and not be under a microscope. Wherever you want to go, you should be able to go. Whoever you want to be with, you need to be with. Whatever money you want to make, whatever you want to do, you should be able to do it. And not have people sitting up here hating on you to the point where it's like, I gotta do the most to block them. I gotta stop them. Anybody can hate somebody. These people took it too far. And so, like I say, when they dabble and they mess with that stuff, they just don't understand how that stuff come back. And a lot of people didn't do things spiritually to go up against you, but verbally they went up against you with other people. They talk bad about you. I mean, if you only knew the things that were said about you, and I feel like you'll never know. Because what came out their mouth, who they went and told it to, it's so nasty. You won't know. It's somebody would really have to grow some balls and some courage to come up to you and say, you need to stay away from so-and-so indefinitely, because some ain't right in here, some right ain't in here, and they just don't like you. But you done went through a lot at the hands of these people, and whatever the reason they chose to make you an enemy of theirs, this is the thing. They don't treat no one else the way that they treated you. They don't talk about nobody else the way they talked about you. So you got to ask yourself, why am I being treated so different? I mean, what made me so different from the people that you respect? What made me so different from the people that you get down with and that you cool with? I ain't gonna say nothing against somebody, because I don't want nobody to think that you feel or I feel we better than them, but they just show it, because it's like, it shouldn't be no respect of persons. There is no explanation, no answer for why you got treated different. There is no answer or explanation for why people sat up here and chose to talk bad about you. There is no explanation or reason for that. People did it because your spirit, your character. They did it because your mannerisms. They did it because they probably just felt like they had access to you. They wanted to know what's going on in your life. They wanted to be nosy. I mean, people had their own reasons for why they did what they did. And it wasn't the right reason. So keep moving forward in your life, and understand that what's meant for you will be for you. With God on your side, you can accomplish anything. And don't you let no one detour you and get you to get your eyes off of the prize. Don't get no one to take your eyes off of God, your mission, and your focus on what you need to be doing. Okay? Keep moving forward, okay? And for a lot of y'all, you got to laugh that stuff off, because it's really sickening. It's really sickening how people are. Oh my gosh. They just, I don't know what it is. They didn't view you the right way. And they just felt like, I'll use you, I'll ruin you, I'll take from you, I really don't care about you. And I don't even understand what kind of energy you got to be in to do that. So pray for people. Pray what's coming down for them, that they able to survive it and move on for it. But for a lot of y'all, if God wasn't on your side, you wouldn't survive what they were sending your way. And this is the thing. You were outnumbered. So it took all these people and all these plots and plans and schemes and being sneaky for people to do what they needed to do against you. What was the reason? What was the purpose? You got to laugh that stuff off. You got to go out. You got to do what you got to do to lift your spirits and clear that negative energy up off of you. For real. And you got to have that energy and that mindset. I did not come to play with you witches and you warlocks and you Jezebels. I came to slay Trick, because tricks is for kids. I'm straight to that 305 Kingsway Projects. You understand what I'm saying? I keep hot sauce in my bag, swag. Play with it, don't play with me. And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb, Piece of White Snow. You know that everywhere that Mary went, a hater should have go. So when you know that, but you know that God is on your side, you know that you're going to overcome it. Nobody told me that the road would be easy, but I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. And on that note, y'all continue to move forward. Keep your head up high. You understand what I'm saying? Never let nobody see you sweat. Continue to reach one, teach one, bring others to the JC game. You already know I come with that real, never that fake. I keep it 100. I keep it a buck with you. And until next time, y'all stay prayed up and be blessed. I love y'all.